So what are you here today
So
for?
I'm Danny, this is Danny's Buggy Wash, and I'm based in Longwickham. So I've come to the Eco Fair today to show my business service.
So what inspired you to sell your service?
So I've got 2 children myself and realised that they're incredibly messy. The cost of living, people wanting to save money, people wanting to be a little bit more eco-friendly, and it's basically taking their pushchairs and car seats in, cleaning them up, ready for use again. People spend a lot of money on their pushchairs and car seats, and they love them, so therefore they want to keep them in their very best.
Alright. Is there anything that you wish you could tell other people about your business that they may not see when they first notice your business?
I cover Berkshire and Oxfordshire, so I can take in donated buggies. If they're in very good condition, I can then donate them to charities. If they're not in usable condition, I can strip them down for parts. I can reuse them for other items, just to make things last a little bit longer.
So what are you at One Planet Abingdon here for?
So, I'm a co-owner of Zimble. We rent EV cars by the hour, deliver them to you and collect them from you. The idea is to give people a more sustainable personal transport option that also saves them money. So that's what we do.
So what inspired you to join or start this business?
My usual answer to that is it seemed like a good idea at the time. Came down to 2 things. My business partners and I, we really wanted to help people, and we wanted to do something that would help us, help the planet and our environment as well. And we were kicking around a lot of ideas around e-bikes, e-scooters, sustainability, circular economy, all these sorts of things. And yeah, this is where we landed on.
So is it like you sell them, or is it like a renting service?
No, we rent them. So we have a fleet of MG5 estate cars, and essentially what the user does, they download an app, and you can book a car for just the hours you need. So if you only need a car for 1 hour, 2 hours, then that's all you pay for, and there's no subscription, there's no membership, so it's incredibly cost effective. If you need a car for a day, you can rent it for a day. We charge no mileage for the exercise, so it's a very cost effective and easy to use option for the consumer.
It's like, what would you say your price is at?
So we charge just £8 an hour, and for that we will deliver it to you, we'll collect it from you. That includes insurance, recovery, and you get 5 kilowatt hours of battery, so about 15 to 20 miles. And then the only other thing we charge is 30p per kilowatt hour for additional battery use. And that's it, that's all we charge. If you want a car for a day, we cap the fee at 10 hours, so it's £80 for a day. For anything between 10 and 24 hours, there's no additional charge.
So what brings you to the One Planet Abingdon Eco Fair?
I run a small business that creates reusable homewares and textiles to help people reduce the waste that they send to landfill. And this seemed like a perfect setting to come and meet other makers and other people who have similar interests as me, and also to show Abingdon some of my products.
So what specifically do you do? Like, do you sell online?
Yeah, so I'm a seamstress, and I sell all of my products on Etsy and on social media, but mostly I do markets. I enjoy markets the most. I get out and about and I get to meet people, get to demonstrate my products, especially with products that are reusable. Sometimes people aren't familiar with them, so it makes it a lot easier to show them to people and show them how they work. So yeah, I really like being out in front of people.
Is there anything that you would like to say for people that may be watching us?
I think that trying to choose reusable items and swap out those disposable items in your home can be quite a scary process and can be quite daunting and intimidating to some people. Give it a try. Try starting small with something simple. Come out to places like this, talk to people who are really, really excited to help, and yeah, give it a go. It's a lot easier than you think.
So what brought you to One Planet Abingdon today?
So basically I'm vegan, so to encourage people to try vegan food or try to eat more vegetables.
Yeah. So what inspired you to start up this?
I don't want anyone to be harmed for the sake of me consuming it. So I don't want any animal to be harmed for sacrifice for me to eat. So for me it's the animals and the environment as well. It has a huge impact. Yeah, that's about it really, yeah.
So if there's anything that you could say or ask people to do that may watch this, what would you say to them?
Try to cut out all your try to change, diet can change everything, your health, just by changing little things in your diet, by just not eating meat, dairy, having any dairy in your diet, little things like that benefit your health in the long term without taking lots of tablets. So what I would say to everyone is just try once a week or twice a week to go plant-based, vegan, even vegetarian, just step by step, little steps really, to get to the end, really help the environment.
So what made you volunteer for One Planet Abingdon?
Well, I think the climate's really important these days. Obviously we're in a climate emergency and we all need to be doing our little bit. One Planet Abingdon works under 10 principles, things like zero waste and transport and health and happiness and that sort of thing. And I think they really resonate with my own beliefs and what I'm trying to do. So.
If there's anything you could say to people directly, what would you say to them?
Just do a bit. Every little bit counts. Even making little changes are always a good thing. Just do something.
What are you here today for at the Eco Fair?
So I'm here today because I run a business network called Oxfordshire Green Tech, but I've also previously been involved with One Planet Abingdon and their climate emergency centre, because I used to work for a charity called Bioregional, and Bioregional is a sustainability charity, and they developed a sustainability framework called One Planet Living, which is the kind of rainbow sort of circle logo that you can see over most of our materials here today. And it's all about trying to tackle sustainability from a holistic perspective, thinking about health and happiness, thinking about food, water, where we get our materials from, energy, waste, all sorts of things. And so I've previously worked with Michelle and One Planet Abingdon to try and help boost and scale the impact of what they're achieving here.
So if you could say anything to someone that may see this, what would you say to them?
I'd say that there's a lot of negative news out there that might make you think that it's not worth doing anything about. And you might, hear, oh, it's too late, like we've reached too many sort of what we call like tipping points. There's no going back, like there's no turning back time. Why bother getting involved in anything? And actually that's really quite far from the truth. And it is really important. Like, global warming is not sort of like a black and white matter. Like, every piece of warming that we can stop will actually limit the amount of damage caused to our planet. So it's important that even if there is going to be climate impacts, we can still reduce those. And organisations like One Planet Abingdon are really great for that, because they bring people together as a community and inspire people and do lots of different activities together. And even though it might feel like taking small actions seems stupid or doesn't make a difference, all of those small actions add up when put together into a community, and there are communities like this all around the world as well. So it's really important that we all do something, even if it's something small.
So what was your objective with co-founding One Planet?
So I'm an activist, and I have been arrested many times. But in terms of my community, the place where I live, I felt I needed to do something that was perhaps not as spicy, and having a climate emergency centre where people can come together and they can have the opportunity to talk about the fact that we are in a climate emergency, because people don't talk about it. That's what I have found as an individual. They don't talk about it, and so my vision was to create a space where people know that's where they can talk about it. Because without talking about this, we're not going to get anywhere, and it's hard, and it makes us sad because it is existential. But we must come together and see how we can mitigate, and that's what the Climate Emergency Centre is about.
So if you could say anything to someone about what you do or what you feel they should do, what would you say?
I would say they need to come into One Planet Abingdon, they need to volunteer if they can, and they need to learn about One Planet Living and share that message, change the things that they can change. There's no blame game here. It's like, what can you change? Can you change your diet to a vegan diet? Can you do much more cycling than driving? Can you volunteer some time and help us to reach out to the people of Abingdon to spread this message that we need to live as if we have one planet?
Is there anything you would like to say just for yourself, for others to hear?
We need to act now. We need to act as if the emergency is real, because it is. So for me, this work I'm doing is the most important thing we can all be doing right now. I need more people to join us because the task is so big, and without us coming together, it's not going to be possible. So yeah, join us.